Basically, it's a tree. It's just a really, really big boy tree with some really big boy branches called Yggdrasil. Connected to the tree are 9 worlds: Asgard, Midgard, Vanaheim, Alfheim, Jotunheim, Nevidahjallar, Muspelheim, Niflheim, and Helheim. But where do these worlds come from? Well, as a matter of fact, that's what we're going to learn today, and in the least confusing way I could think of, too. A song! In the beginning, there was nothing, yet also something-ish. Along with the big void, there was a fire land with a big fire dude named Ymir, and a big frozen place with a bunch of rivers. Rivers flowed into the void and froze to make some land. Then, some embers from the place as hot as Mr. Manka's room in 6th period floated on over to the void and mixed with the new-made frozen land to make the first ice giant. The first night that Mr. Snow Miser fell asleep, his armpit sweat made 2 children. Yes, really. And his legs made a 6-headed man. These men would be the beginning of the frost giant race. Along with this man-ish thing, the frozen land also sprouted a cow that would give humans milk to survive off of. One day, the lovely lady cow was bored and hungry, so she started licking the salt off the ground, and upon licking the ground like a weirdo, found a human head. After 2 more days of getting as much sodium in her system as possible, the cow had finally uncovered the living body, who went by the name Burry. The next day, after some non-Christian activities, they produced Boar. Why would you name your child Boar, you wonder? Easy, because you hate him. Boar then went on to marry the frost giant Stator and have 3 children. These will later be known as the eldest gods. Their names are Odin, Vili, and Ve. Not far after their birth, they decided to kill Mr. Heat Miser's lookalike. As his fruit punch-colored blood flowed, it overwhelmed the universe and drowned all the frost giants except for one, who boarded up with his wife and later became the ancestors to all frost giants. After committing their first of many murders, El Tres Amigos took the body to the center of the void and spread out the corpse to make the world. That's right, we live on top of this guy. His flesh and bones grew and shifted to make mountains, rocks, and many rivers. Out of the cadaver also sprang 4 dwarves made out of flesh, north, south, east, and west, who stand on the 4 corners of the world in protective stances. The brothers, after making the world, questioned, why stop there? It took embers and placed them into the void to make stars, and to create the sun and moon, which are 2 siblings on chariots getting chased by worlds for all of time. Therefore, creating time. While they were at it, they also created Asker and Embla, the first humans, from a piece of driftwood. Odin pronounced live. They proclaimed feel stuff. Vili muttered, I don't know, think or whatever. The brothers also created 9 more worlds, aka the ones I refuse to try to pronounce again, and placed different races in them, placing these worlds all throughout Yggdrasil. Odin placed the gods in Asgard and earned the title Allfather for being responsible for making all humans and most gods with his wife Frigg. Sometime during all this madness, Odin thought it might be a good idea to create a way to get from land to land, and therefore created the Bifrost, which we humans take as a rainbow, but actually serves as a giant bridge between worlds. At the roots of the egg tree, a dragon named constantly gnaws at the roots. At the top, an eagle named sits and occasionally flies from world to world, creating wind. And between the two constantly runs a squirrel, who transfers hateful wig-snatching messages between the two, making them both upsetty spaghetti. Odin, Mr. Kingman, is sad that he isn't as good as a Renaissance man as I am, and goes out one day to fix that. Upon walking down the tree, he comes across a fountain of wisdom and his protector. The guardian thought Odin wasn't worth his time, until he cut out his eye just to get a sip of smart water. Even though, thanks to the fountain, he had nearly matched my tremendous amount of knowledge, he was still unsatisfied and therefore decided to impale himself to the egg tree for a total of 9 days with no food or water and no help from the other gods. This was an actual risk for Odin, since, in Norse mythology, gods and goddesses are not immortal. This risk, however, somehow paid off, and now Odin's wisdom surpasses mine. Cheater. Working for Odin are the Valkyries, the angels of death. These first ladies pick who dies in battle, while also choosing which one of their picks gets to go to Valhalla. Valhalla is basically a glorified hotel that holds also the most normal warriors that follow the religion to train and wait till Ragnarok, the end of days battle that everyone will fight in. In the hotel, Odin sits every night at the head of the table while his two ravens give him the daily worldwide tea while the warriors eat. Odin, along with his two ravens, also has two wolves, Fricki and Gary. This is not important. I just wanted to tell you that Odin has a wolf whose name was pronounced Gary. Ragnarok is foretold to be the end of everything. Within the story that the Fates told, evil will be set free and almost everyone will die in an epic battle. Sad face. However, along with the end of all worlds, a new era begins. The leftover gods will reshape the worlds and 2 humans will repopulate the earth. However, along with this new era, there will come a Ragnarok 2.0. This will always be a repeating cycle in Norse mythology. Now it's time for Norse God Speed Round. Odin, the Allfather. Thor, god of the people, the strongest god. Frigg, Odin's wife. Freya, goddess of destiny. Freyr, god of fertility. Heimdall, god and watcher of the Bifrost. Hel, goddess of the underworld. Tyr, god of war. Bragi, the god of music. Njord, the god of the sea and wealth. Balder, the god of poetry, killed by Loki. And finally, Loki, the god of mischief. He killed Balder, and when he refused to bring him back, was forced to watch 2 of their sons fight to the death, and was then tied down with the losing son's entrails. Norse mythology, fun for the whole family.